Are you drowning in debt and don't know where to start? You work hard, but the bills just keep piling up. It feels like you're stuck in a hole that just gets deeper. Well, I'm here to tell you there's hope. You can get out of debt and take control of your finances. It won't be easy, but I promise you, it will be worth it. In this video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step plan to get started on your journey to financial freedom. The first step to tackling your debt is to face it head-on. That's right. We're going to make a list of every single debt you have. Don't be scared. This isn't about judgment, it's about taking control. Get a piece of paper, open up a spreadsheet, whatever works for you, and write down every debt you owe. Credit cards, student loans, car payments, personal loans, even money you owe to family or friends, write it all down. Next to each debt, write down the total amount you owe and the interest rate. This is where it can get a little painful, but remember, you're taking the first step towards freedom. Seeing everything in front of you will give you a clear picture of what you're dealing with. It's like shining a light on those scary monsters under the bed. Once you see them for what they are, they lose their power over you. This list, my friend, is your roadmap to freedom. It's going to guide you and keep you motivated on this journey. Keep it close, refer to it often, and watch as you start crossing those debts off one by one. You got this. Now that you've faced your debt head-on, it's time to create a budget. I know, the B word can be scary, but trust me, a budget is not about deprivation. It's about freedom. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Start by tracking your income and expenses. Write down every dollar you earn and every dollar you spend for a month. You can use a notebook, a spreadsheet, or one of those fancy budgeting apps. The important thing is to be honest with yourself. No cheating. Once you have a good understanding of your cash flow, you can start making a plan. Look for areas where you can cut back on spending. Can you eat out less? Find a cheaper phone plan? Cut back on those subscription boxes you never use? Every little bit helps. Remember, this budget is your roadmap to financial freedom. It's going to help you get out of debt and achieve your financial goals. So make it realistic, make it sustainable, and most importantly, stick to it. Life is full of surprises, and sometimes those surprises can throw a wrench in even the best-laid plans. That's why it's important to review and adjust your budget regularly. Don't be afraid to make changes as needed. Did you get a raise? Great. Put that extra money towards your debt. Did your car break down? Okay, that's a setback, but you can adjust your budget to accommodate the unexpected expense. Remember, your budget is a living, breathing document. It's not set in stone. The key is to be flexible and make adjustments as needed to stay on track. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and tweak things as you go. Think of it like this. You wouldn't drive across the country without ever looking at a map, would you? Your budget is your financial map, and just like any good map, it needs to be updated and adjusted along the way. I know what you're thinking. Taxes? What do taxes have to do with getting out of debt? Well, my friend, filing your taxes each year can actually help you save money and get out of debt faster. First of all, when you file your taxes, you may be eligible for certain benefits and credits, like the GST/HST credit or the Canada Child Benefit. These benefits can put extra money in your pocket, which you can then use to pay down your debt. Second, if you're carrying a student loan balance, filing your taxes can help you get a lower interest rate or even loan forgiveness. That's right. The government might actually forgive some of your debt. Look, I know taxes can be confusing, but there are resources available to help you. The Canada Revenue Agency, CRA website has a ton of information, and you can always consult with a tax professional if you need help. Now let's talk about some of the resources available to help you tackle your debt. Did you know that the government offers programs specifically designed to help people get out of debt? It's true. One such program is called a consumer proposal. This is a legal agreement between you and your creditors where you agree to pay back a portion of what you owe over a set period of time. If your creditors agree to the proposal, your debt is considered settled, and you're free from those pesky collection calls. Another option is a debt management plan. This is where you work with a credit counseling agency to create a budget and negotiate with your creditors to lower your interest rates and monthly payments. It's like having a financial coach in your corner. Don't be afraid to reach out and see what programs you might qualify for. It's like finding extra money you didn't even know you had. Dealing with multiple debts can feel like you're juggling chainsaws. That's where debt consolidation comes in. This is where you take out a new loan to pay off all your existing debts, leaving you with just one monthly payment. Think of it like this. Instead of fighting a multi-headed monster, you're consolidating it into one more manageable beast. Debt consolidation can simplify your finances and potentially even lower your interest rates. There are different ways to consolidate your debt, such as taking out a personal loan, a line of credit, or a balance transfer credit card. The best option for you will depend on your individual circumstances. Remember, debt consolidation is not a magic solution. It's simply a tool that can help you manage your debt more effectively. It's like trading in your old beat-up car for a newer model. It's still a car, but it might be easier to drive and get you where you need to go. Look, I know it can be tough to ask for help, but sometimes it's the smartest thing you can do. If you're feeling overwhelmed by debt, don't be afraid to reach out to a professional. An accredited, not-for-profit credit counselor can provide you with free and confidential advice on managing your debt. They can help you create a budget, negotiate with creditors, and explore different debt relief options. Think of them as your financial therapist, someone you can talk to without judgment. A financial advisor can help you develop a long-term financial plan, including strategies for saving, investing, and planning for retirement. They can be especially helpful if you're struggling to stay motivated or need help staying on track. If your debt is really out of control, you may want to consider consulting with a licensed insolvency trustee. They can help you explore more serious debt relief options, such as bankruptcy or a consumer proposal. If you're trying to get out of debt, the last thing you want to do is keep adding to it. That's like trying to put out a fire by pouring gasoline on it. So put down the credit cards and commit to living within your means. I know it's tempting to use credit cards for convenience or to earn rewards points, but the truth is, they can be a slippery slope to debt. When you use credit, you're essentially borrowing money that you don't have, and you'll have to pay it back with interest. Instead of relying on credit, try using cash or a debit card. This will help you stay mindful of your spending and avoid racking up more debt. Remember, the goal is to get out of the hole, not dig yourself deeper. Think of it this way. Every time you resist the urge to swipe your credit card, you're taking one step closer to financial freedom. When it comes to getting out of debt, you've got two main levers you can pull: reducing your expenses and increasing your income. We've already talked about cutting back, but now let's explore ways to boost your income. Think about your skills and talents. Could you start a side hustle? Maybe you could drive for a ride-sharing service, sell handmade goods online, or offer freelance services. The gig economy is booming, and there are countless opportunities to earn extra cash. Don't be afraid to get creative and think outside the box. Could you rent out a spare room in your house? Sell some of your unused belongings online? Every little bit helps. Remember, the more money you can bring in, the faster you can pay down your debt and achieve your financial goals. We've talked about budgeting and cutting expenses, but let's dive deeper into the art of frugality. It's time to become a master of saving money. Look for hidden savings in your everyday life. Can you negotiate a lower rate on your car insurance or cell phone bill? Shop around for cheaper groceries? Cut back on energy consumption at home? Challenge yourself to find creative ways to save money. Pack your lunch instead of eating out. Brew your own coffee instead of hitting the coffee shop. Find free or low-cost entertainment options. Remember, every dollar you save is a dollar you can put towards your debt. It's like finding extra money you didn't even know you had. Thank you for being willing to listen. Taking that first step towards financial freedom can be scary, but you don't have to do it alone. Remember, getting out of debt is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be setbacks along the way, but don't give up. Every step you take towards financial freedom is a victory. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let's spread the message of hope and financial empowerment. Subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media, Leroy A. Brown at leroyabrown.ca, for more tips and inspiration on your journey to financial freedom.